Evening, folks. Welcome to our regular Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall stream. If you have been following our navigation of all the intricate political webs in the Iliac Bay region of Tamriel, you'll know that our hero, Ulbrendt the Unready, has basically two... Hi, Mr. Tibbs. He has two main quests that he has been asked to undertake by the Emperor. One, the former king of Daggerfall, Lysandus, for some reason, is haunting Daggerfall City and screaming about vengeance. We got to get to the bottom of that. We got to find out why. And so far what we've uncovered is that Lysandus did not actually die in the battle that we think he did, but instead he was murdered beforehand. So that's what we found out on that front. The other thing is we have to find a letter that the Emperor has misplaced. It was sent to the former queen, the current Dowager Queen of Daggerfall, Missinera, and she never received it, but apparently it is of a sensitive and personal nature, and the Emperor asked us to look into finding it for him. And what we've uncovered on that front is a few things. So, one, we know that the current location might be with Gortwog, the king of the orcs. And two, we're currently tracking down the courier that delivered it, or says he delivered it, because although it was supposedly delivered to the palace, it did not actually make it to Missinera. So we're going to talk to the courier and find out why that is so. And we've tracked him down to a town called... Let's find out. Where are we? We are in a town called... Merchester. So we've tracked him down to Merchester. And, or at least we think we've tracked him down to Merchester. We got word that he's going to be at the palace in Merchester on a certain date on his courier route. So we made sure we were there. Here we are. It's the date. Early in the morning. And we are going to go see if we can find the courier at the palace and get to the bottom of the mystery. Find out what happened to that letter. That looks like the palace over there. Find the door. There we go. And it's locked. It is only 7 in the morning. I'm not sure what business hours are. But we'll rest for... We cannot loiter more than 3 hours at a time. We'll loiter for 3 hours then and see if we can get in there. Nice, beautiful, sunny day. Alright, we'll quick save our game just in case any of these people try and give us quests. Okay, so Gondor Kingsmith is around. He's the courier we're looking for. Or she, I guess. I'm not sure if Gondor... Okay. Ah, here he is. You should be warned that I am a knight of the dragon in the service of the Emperor himself. If this is some ruse to ambush me, you will surely not live to regret it. Yes, I am Gondor Kingsmith. This signet ring proves that you are indeed in the service of Missinera. Some time ago, I delivered a letter from the Emperor addressed to the Queen of Daggerfall. If I am not mistaken, Aubke is Queen of Daggerfall, not Missinera. Tell Minisera that I take my duties quite seriously. I would never knowingly deliver a missive to the wrong party. Queen Aubke gave me this wand in gratitude. Show it to Minisera so that she may know I am a loyal servant and faithful to my order. So, it looks like the letter was addressed to the Queen of Daggerfall, and it must have been sent before the former king Lysandus was killed, so that by the time it arrived, things had changed. There was a new king and a new queen, and this guy delivered it to the current queen. So that is very interesting. We're going to go back to Daggerfall City, and we're going to tell Minisera about this. See what she thinks. Travel cautiously so we get there in the daytime. Hop on our horse, Glue Boy, because this city is huge. We're going to the palace up there. All the way up there. We're going to avoid Queen Aubke for now. If she finds out that I've discovered that she kept the letter for herself, then I may be in trouble with her, and she seems like a nasty piece of work from other jobs we've done around the area. And I believe we have to tell this guy we agree to follow all the rules, and he opens the doors for us. I think Minisera's room is here. Yes. Close the door. There she is. Ah, now it makes sense. Uriel Septim, that's the Emperor, addressed the message to the Queen of Daggerfall. When he sent it, I was queen. By the time it arrived, my dear Lysandus was dead and Aubke was queen. We must find out what was in that letter. I have never trusted Aubke. Yesterday, I received a letter from Princess Morgaya of Wayrest, claiming to know something of the Emperor's letter. There is a family that sees under the rule of the Emperor. Return to me if you find out who has the Emperor's letter. For now, you have proven yourself to me, Ulbrendt the Unready. Keep the wand as a token of my gratitude. I have no desire to own anything of Aubke's anymore. Now, we've actually already done this quest for Morgaya, so we know that Gortwog, King of the Orcs, likely has his hands on this letter. Oh shoot, we've got guards coming after us. We're not supposed to be talking to her, I guess. So Morgaya says Gortwog has the Emperor's letter. Very interesting. I think I have a way to get Gortwog to turn over that letter. Are you willing to brave the depths of Orsinium to try and retrieve it? Of course. So Gortwog wants very badly to be recognized by the Empire. It would mean the beginning of peace between the Orcs and the other races of the Empire. Present this letter to Gortwog. Hopefully it will persuade him to cooperate. Okay. So what you should know is that Orcs do not have any rights currently in Tamriel. They are considered monsters, not citizens. Even though, from what I've interacted with them, they seem to be intelligent. Clearly, this Gortwog guy wants to get recognized, and this letter might help. So we're going to run away from the guards that don't want us in here. We're going to save our game, and we're going to check out that letter. We're going to read it. Lord Gortwog, King of the Orcs, Warlord of the Subterranean Realms. Hail and long life, King Gortwog. Long have you and the Orcish people sought formal recognition by the Empire. My dead husband, King Lysandus, supported your claim to sovereign rule. And she spelled sovereign incorrectly. I would now help you in your cause. Sadly, a minor missive from the Emperor has been misplaced. For me to truly hold the trust and ear of the Emperor Uriel Septim, I need to reclaim this note. Should you be able to place in my servant's hand this trifling letter, I would be far better able to forward your claim to the Emperor and his court. The Dowager Minisera, Queen Mother to King Gothrid of Daggerfall. So sounds like she's just promising to help him out with his pleas to the Emperor if he returns the letter. So we've got to go to Orsinium. We're currently in the Daggerfall region right now, and Orsinium is over here. Yeah. So we are looking for Gortwog's castle in Orsinium, I believe. Orsinium City. It's going to take us quite a while to get there. We'll take ship and cut it down. Okay. Take a look at all our equipment first, see if anything is getting used. Alright, worn. So a lot of our magical items are starting to wear down. Let's see. Alright, so there's the castle. We gotta find somewhere nearby that has someplace we can repair our stuff. Because our magical items are going to disintegrate if we don't repair them. In fact, what we are going to do is we're going to remove them entirely so that they're not using up any more juice. I think I've got some straps. Alright. Uh-oh, we still got an effect. What did we miss? Willpower. Something with willpower. Oh, it's the cape. It's the cape. Okay. So they're not going to be using up any more juice. And hopefully we can find somewhere that we can repair the equipment. Got a general store. I'm not sure if general stores repair. We're gonna see. Ah, okay. Please repair all our stuff. Great. Now we can re-equip it. We will try and make sure. And it's boosted everything to 100, which is perfect. Boosting your scores beyond 100 doesn't actually do anything for you. 100 is as good as it gets. Just see if he's got anything interesting for sale. Not really. Okay. So thanks, man. Now we are good to go to Orsinium and meet with Gortwog. Orc tracks cover the ground. Orcs have trampled the ground here. Well, it honestly looks like a nice little town that he's living in. Architecture on his castle is really cool. Not sure where the door is. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that's probably the most unusual building that we've seen in Daggerfall so far. Orcish architecture. Very industrial. Okay, let's go talk to Gortwog. Ah, alright. So they're hostile to us. Take that. So they're immediately hostile, which is not a good sign. Yikes. I think that's Gortwog over there. So I kill all his guards. Alright, so Minnesera seeks to sweet-talk me. Bah! Her letter is of no value to me anymore. She may have it. However, my people may not be so lenient towards a high elf wandering the halls of Orsinium. Go figure. You can survive my realm and find the letter. You can take it back to her. I will consider you to be a worthy high elf. Alright. So he's issued the challenge. I'm going to set my recall point here. Actually, I better rest first because I have no magicka to do it with. Okay. So, we are going to set an anchor so that we can teleport back here quickly. Save our game at the dungeon entrance in case we get hopelessly lost or screw up the quest somehow. It's apparently a music lover. But Gortwog has given us permission to go kill his followers and find the letter. So, here we go. Actually, back to the entrance again. I'm going to put those treasures I found just now in my wagon. Gold, yep. The less I'm carrying, the better. Keep the potions of cure poison because those can come in handy. Alright, now we're off to go find the letter.
Yeah.
I wish I could make that work. But no, what I'm doing is I'm using an open source piece of software called Daggerfall Unity, which ports the game to the Unity engine and allows it to easily run on modern PCs. But it's trying to preserve all the original visuals and game mechanics, as well as fixing a lot of bugs that were still present in the game when it was released, because go figure, it's a Bethesda game and had a million bugs. So it's basically as close to an original MS-DOS. Yeah, so it's, if you know, you know. But I'm trying to play it with no mods, all the settings as close to the original game as possible for the authentic experience.
Yeah.
Although I did play a ton of this. Yeah, well, it's certainly a game that does not have modern sensibilities. There are a lot of really clunky 90s things about it. I love the visuals. I honestly think it holds up pretty well. It's got a lot of character. But then again, I'm a guy that has a retro gaming channel, so take that with a grain of salt. Lots of good stuff. Oh, interesting. DOSBox can be pretty finicky sometimes, I've noticed. I use it quite a bit, and certain games are harder to make work than others. Actually, you know, we better figure out what this big room is about. This might be where the letter is kept. Maybe. Take your gold, heal up a little bit. It's always the case with Bethesda games, isn't it? They let the modders finish their games.
Yeah.
That's good. That's more than can be said for a lot of mods. Shoot, silenced. It's a bit niche, isn't it? Making a game from 1996 work on modern PCs, fixing all its bugs. Yeah, there's some really interesting ones with regard to weather and survival I was looking at. But for this playthrough, I wanted to just try and make it as close to an original experience as possible. Try and give people a window into what 1996 was like for 11-year-old Jeff. Right, you have to eat as well. Wrong button. There we go. Okay, so that's the other side. That's fair. If you really want to get into a game, sometimes a survival mod is what you need.
Yeah.
Although they can be just annoying. I remember there were some for Morrowind that just did not add anything to the game except tedium. Torture room, apparently.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we've done quite a bit of side questing, so not quite yet. I've got the weapon, the boots, the cuirass, and the helmet so far, and the rest is sort of a mishmash. But what's really helping me out is I've got a bunch of magic items that are boosting my stats all up to 100. These guys. The Daedric doesn't hurt, though. I've just been very lucky with my magic item drops. Ah. I always loved the character creation system in this one. You can really give yourself some really cool, challenging playthroughs. I think this character is forbidden from using Orcish, but it's kind of rare, so it's not really much of a disability. Yeah, that's cool. Of the base classes, I actually really enjoy healer playthroughs. It's just difficult enough to make the beginning pretty sweaty, but it works pretty well eventually once you get leveled up a bit. Okay. Yeah, it just makes the experience better. Before Daggerfall, Unity fixed a lot of the character creation bugs. People would just cheese the character creation like crazy. Yeah. Honestly, most of the pre-generated classes are pretty bad in terms of how well thought out they are. As in, they're not well thought out. Sure, let's go this way. And in every Elder Scrolls game. It's just a thing. It's very difficult to make a dedicated caster in any Elder Scrolls game. Spells seem to be largely for utility than your main tool to deal with problems. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's also difficult. Although Daggerfall, more than any of the others, you can do it with. Because you've got things like climbing, which the others don't. It's a bit awful not being able to recall. Since these dungeons are so huge, trying to find your own way out is a bit of a nightmare. They get that nice immunity to disease, though. Or no, paralysis. It's the immunity to paralysis the knights get, right? Nothing in the closet. Okay, we've been up there. Yeah, willpower is great, especially since I think Daggerfall Unity fixed some of the bugs related to it. It's a lot more useful than it was in the base game. It was one of those things where the description in game told you it did certain things it didn't actually do. Yeah, that's great. Oh, okay. Just had a feeling. Poor guy, just minding his own business in his secret room. I really hate the underwater stuff. But you gotta do what you gotta do. First off, stamina. There we go. I do. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty well equipped. Take the potion at least. Dead end. Check the map for any secret passages. Nothing. Yeah. Potions, I guess. Well, religion will hook you whatever way it can, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, another dead end. Alright. Not traversing all that again, I'm just gonna zip back to the entrance. Offload all my treasure. take a nap. It's an item. Yeah, what is it? I think it's... I've got straps or something. No. Where is it? Oh, it's just the ring. Yeah. Just a magic ring. No, spell absorption is way too pricey a character creation for me. Let's go this way this time. Yep, so you always try and keep your magicka a little low so that you can absorb some spells. Because it can save your butt sometimes. I feel like we're being used to settle some sort of political dispute that he's not telling us about. Take that. Dead end again. Looks like. Okay. Take a look here, see what the first place we haven't been is. Follow the trail of bodies.
Yeah.
No secret passages. Yeah, how you actually had to swing them with the mouse. That would end your adventure pretty quick. Okay, back here. Let's see if we can open up anything down there yet. Yeah, some modern changes are pretty nice. The actually having to swing the mouse didn't really add much to it. Right? Looks like we might have to levitate out of here. No biggie. Yeah, I'm using it. It's just a checkbox. Especially when your speed is up high, it's really annoying to have to swing. There's another closed door. I hear an imp. Oh, I guess it's a scorpion. Imps make more of a rattling noise, don't they?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a pain. I turned the click swings on as soon as I noticed I could. Okay. This way, yes, this way. We'll let this play out. That didn't take long. Okay. Another dead end, huh? Yeah, it's great. That definitely was not in the original game. Although sometimes you come into a dungeon and it's basically a war zone and you wonder if they were just waiting to do that when you got here or what the deal was. Why did the giants move in with the scorpions and why do the orcs hate them? Okay. That an elevator platform? Looks like. Exactly. Just a much more interesting world. Take that for sure. Makes it seem a little more alive. I called it a smell sword. It's basically a spell sword, but a little more useful. It's just a dumb pun. I mean, I named my character Ulbrendt the Unready, so I'm not taking this too seriously. No, he just has a keen sense of smell, but people always ask him that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have I been here before? I have not.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a pretty decent pre-made class in a lot of the installments. It's great in Morrowind, too. Go up there in a bit. I am on a roll with the lockpicking tonight. Usually it doesn't work nearly that well.
Yeah.
Phew. I hate when those guys silence me. Ooh, skirt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Someone's bedroom.
Yeah.
Top my health and stamina off. Yep. No options for it like in Daggerfall either. Unless you chose the birth sign that gave you absorption, but that's a whole other ballgame. So I believe with the Atronax sign, you also couldn't recover magicka if you were sleeping. It was only from spell absorption you'd recover it. Where to? Looks like left. Well, it's certainly a game where you feel more desperate for longer. There are a lot more things that ruin your day in Daggerfall.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where is this dumb letter? I mean, I'm sure it's not dumb. Everyone's making a really big deal about it. Bingo. Right?
Yeah.
Another dead end. Well, we've got to be running out of dead ends to explore. What do we got? Well, I'm thinking I might just recall. The inventory's getting pretty full anyway. Anchor myself again, and away we go. take a look here. Right, so this eventually leads to that big open room again. Okay. Have another look around this map. See if there's anything I'm missing. Do we open those doors yet? We might have. Turned a crank. Ah. So something's different. They couldn't before. They were magically held. But I'm guessing that crank I turned upstairs unheld them. Gonna get the cool trapdoor stairs back up. Anything in the closet? Yep. Ta-da! That's all there was down here. Now, interestingly, some of these fountains have skulls in them, which is kind of fun. Aha! I thought maybe they were teleporters. I've seen those in other dungeons. Slow and steady. So that one. Yep, that one too. What about this one? Where does this one go? Oh shit. Alright. Oh, and there's another crank here. That's interesting. If I can get over there. Oh, and that's a teleport. Lots of teleportation going on. Are there any more of those cranks? Can't quite see. Good thing I got a lot of health. Looks like just the one crank. Alright. Rest a bit. Okay. Let's have another look at this map. See if I'm missing anything. I checked out. Looks like I missed one of the teleporters. Or the last one wasn't a teleporter, actually, was it? Haven't been there. Or here. Interesting. Someone open that for me.
Yeah.
No letter yet. Check the church. You'll have to ask them. Software development is a strange world. But as far as I'm aware, they are completely finished with everything the original game could do. And then some. Whoops. That was a neat little diversion. Well, let's be fair. Daggerfall was a mess. So many game-breaking bugs. And also you could just rob banks, I remember. You'd take out loans. And then loan collectors would never come for you. It's hard to be a small-time adventurer. All your money's tied up in your equipment. You can never quite save enough money to buy that ship or that house you've always wanted. Okay. I do love my horse. It's a good dream. Aha! This looks like a specially protected chamber. You would hide something super important. Anything else around? Another door here. Alright, let's go get that letter. Ah yeah, here are the guards.
Yeah.
pick the short straw,
Yeah.
having to work tonight. Already have Daedric boots, and mine are nicer. Alright, now let's take this letter. Let's get out of here. A big part of it is my agility's boosted all the way up to 100. And depending on the material of your weapon, you also have a hidden bonus to hit. If you check the unofficial Elder Scrolls pages, I think is what the wiki is called, they'll tell you what the different materials' secret hidden hit bonus is. But Daedric is obviously the best. It gives you a bonus chance to hit above and beyond just being better for the damage it deals. Let's talk to Gortwog, see if he says anything. Yeah, and of course your weapon skill makes a big difference too. Like, I've got my long blade up at 80, so I'm pretty good with swords. Alright, Gortwog doesn't have anything to say. Alright, we did it. Let's read this letter we've been looking for so long. That the Emperor says is of a intimate and personal nature. Queen Minnesera, I have grave news. The totem of Tiber Septim has been found. You know what this means. The power behind Tiber Septim could be unleashed upon Tamriel again. Rumor has it that Lord Woodburn, a minor lord of Wayrest, has possession of it. He will doubtless lose it soon. You must persuade him to turn it over to you or Lady Brisciana. The court of Wayrest has no love of King Lysandus, but you do still have influence there. I'm asking you to use it on my behalf. Uriel Septim, Emperor of Tamriel. So this is the letter we've been looking for since the beginning of the game. It's one of 2 quests the Emperor gave us. We don't quite know what the Totem of Tiber Septim is yet. It's probably something we've gotten caught up in. Some horrible plot between all the different noble factions of the region. But apparently it has to do with how Tiber Septim ruled. Tiber Septim was the first emperor, I believe. More or less. All right. So, let's go back to Daggerfall City and return to Minnesera. And actually, that's a great point for me to pause and refill my water and take a washroom break. I will be back shortly, though, so hang tight. And we're back. So off we go to Daggerfall City. You're going to remove our magical items so they don't lose charge on our super long journey. Okay, whoops, looks like I left something on. My cape, I left my cape on. Yeah, we're gonna have to get that repaired. Okay, we're all boosted up to 100 again. To the palace. Yes, we will behave ourselves. Close the door so the guards don't barge in. And here's Minnesera. Oh, shoot. Clicked through. There we go. Ulbrendt, this letter is dangerous. Gortwog has undoubtedly sold copies of it to everyone from Wayrest to the Underking. After all, if the powers of the Iliac Bay became embroiled in a war over the totem, he stands to gain quite a lot. Go now, you have done your job. I am sure the totem will find its way into your life somehow. You seem to have a knack for such things. Just remember, the only safe master of the totem is the Emperor. So we still don't know what the totem actually does, but it seems to be key to the Emperor's power. Oh, the guard's after me now. Apparently I'm not supposed to go talk to her. But it's been lost and now it's found, so... Oh, we've already got secret letters being passed to us. Let's take a look. Dear Ulbrendt, I must tell you about the totem of Tiber Septim, which all covet. You must know the truth about what you are asked. The totem was crafted by the original Imperial Battle Mage of Tamriel by orders of Tiber Septim. It is essentially a means of controlling a gargantuan creature called the Numidium. Without it, the Numidium would simply not function. The Imperial Battle Mage placed a seal on the totem so that anyone not of Septim lineage or possessing a special supernatural affinity such as himself would be instantly killed if they attempted to use it. The totem, with the rest of Numidium, was lost during the epic battle between the Imperial Battle Mage and his own creation. Signed, a friend. Yeah, Giant Gundam. Yeah, and actually, for anyone who has played through the main quest of Morrowind, they also know a lot about Numidium. It was built by the dwarves, for one thing. So yeah, a big giant robot. It's a big giant robot. The magical remote control called the Totem of Tiber Septim. Cool. Get a log entry about that? Okay, no. Alright. So that's all very, very well and good. But, yeah, we're popular now. So another letter. They may or may not have been tossable. Only, only a few people in Morrowind have met any dwarves. Another letter. Okay, dear Ulbrendt. Numidium was Tiber Septim's secret weapon in his bid for supreme power. A 1,000-foot-tall automaton, a golem or an atronach of sorts, powered by a gem called the Mantella. The Mantella was infused with the life force of Tiber Septim's Imperial Battle Mage, and with it, Septim crushed all who stood in his way. After the complete and total defeat of his opponents, Septim began using the Numidium to crush the neutral royal families of Tamriel, so that he could enthrone only persons he knew to be loyal. His Imperial Battle Mage was furious at this use of his creation, and fought to reclaim the Mantella. In the ensuing battle, both the created and the creator were vanquished. The heart they shared blown out of this reality into the netherworld they call Etherius. Numidium's body was scattered throughout Tamriel, and the Imperial Battle Mage, without his life force, went into a semi-slumber in a subterranean vault. In the centuries that followed, the Emperor's elite soldiers, for generation after generation, collected the pieces of the Numidium and became known as the Blades. Tiber Septim's Imperial Battle Mage became known as the Underking, and sent his forces out to find the Mantella. Be warned, therefore, those who search for the totem of Tiber Septim are searching for the mechanism the first Emperor of Tamriel used to control Numidium. Should Numidium return, he or she who holds the totem will control Tamriel's fate. A friend. Yes. Yeah. I mean, they still have the tools of Kagrenak. So that's what the totem was for. The tribunal kept the tools of Kagrenak, which were the original tools that were supposed to control Numidium. And they gave Numidium to the Emperor in return for Morrowind being able to retain at least some of its customary government and establishment. But they didn't give the Emperor the tools of Kagrenak, which were originally used to control it. So the Underking, the first Imperial Battle Mage, which we are learning about now, created the Totem of Tiber Septim and powered it with the Mantella. So cool, we're just waiting for more people to shove letters in our hands. Let's go get our equipment repaired. Ah, another one! Yeah, the Hist stuff is really interesting as well. I don't know if Daggerfall is going to get too much into it, but Morrowind certainly does. Okay. A street urchin races up calling, "Message for Ulbrendt the Unready from the man in gray." The child runs off before you can grab him, leaving you holding a note. Let's read this note. Ulbrendt, if you don't want to be as dead as Lysandus, stop your investigations immediately. Do you really want to risk your life for a dead man? You are being watched. Alright. Not quite sure who the man in gray is, but we'll just keep walking and I'm sure someone else will pass us a letter. Yeah, Odd Blades is what I'm looking for. Yeah, well, the Somerset Isles is a special place. Too early, gotta wait. enemies nearby. They sending assassins in broad daylight?
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, alright. Got another letter on his body. Kill Ulbrendt the Unready before too much is learned. Use any means. W. I wonder if it's that Lord Woodbourne who supposedly has the totem. Anyway, we're going to keep trying to loiter so we can get in the shop. Get our stuff repaired. Oh, I got an arrow in me. Anything else need to be repaired? Condition new, condition new. Condition almost new. We better repair that. Looking good, folks. Put all our cool stuff back on. Alright, our agility didn't get boosted all the way up to 100, so we are going to re-equip our... Is it a ring? Yes, it's our ring of nimbleness. See if we can get it up to 100. Excellent. Perfect. Okay. So, we're very in demand. Some people want to kill us. Some people want to be friends with us. Very, very interesting. Regardless, we've got some other quests to do. We've got one for the King of Worms that we've been putting off. And I think we have to go to the dungeons below Sentinel Castle and kill the Lich who used to be a Prince of Sentinel. So let's go do that. We'll take off all our magic items again because we're traveling. We don't want them to drain for no reason. Go to Sentinel. And it takes us a week. Put on all our stuff again. And everything looks good. Okay. Now the palace is extremely easy to find in Sentinel. Because it is gigantic. I'll stop in at the Mages Guild, I guess. I'm not sure if we're due for a promotion or not. Excellent. The rank of Master Wizard. The penultimate position in the Mages Guild. So I can use the teleportation service, which is really cool. So basically, I can instantly be teleported anywhere on the map now that I am a Master Wizard in the Mages Guild. Which saves me at least traveling in one direction anywhere I choose to go. Oh no, I've got a bunch. Mages, Fighters, Temple of Kinnereth, Knights of the Dragon, and Thieves Guild. So I think the only one I'm not in is the Dark Brotherhood. And you know, you can only choose one temple and one knightly order. Yep. Gonna use all those services. Alright. We're just gonna rest here. Apparently they let you sleep in the entrance to the palace. Cast my teleport anchor. Save at the dungeon entrance. And into the dungeons we go. Alright, we got this guy. Hi. Okay, I'll give you guys some privacy. Oh, someone's trying to kill me. Okay, if you don't want to be as dead as Lysandus, stop your investigations. Yeah. Yeah, everyone is strange. I've read that one. Alright. Hey, man. Alright. I don't really want to talk to the queen. I'm just looking for an entrance to the dungeons. And no one seems to be stopping me from poking around. Well, except for that one person I killed, but I think they were an assassin, not a guard in the palace. What about this one? Hey. Just looking around. Okay, yep. I won't bother you two either. Well, where the heck am I supposed to go here? Must have missed something up here. Yep. Hi. Is there anything in your closet? No. Little boy. I feel like I've missed something. Let's look at this map. Ah. Whoops. Shoot. Come back. Okay, here's the throne room. We're gonna go places we're not supposed to, though. This old dude is here. What's in here? No one seems to care that we're wandering around the royal palace. Oh, just switched to dungeon music. This is where we need to be. Better make sure I still have that scarab. Good. The King of Worms told me that I need to be holding the scarab when I kill the lich.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Barbarians can really take some punishment. Got a vampire. Piggy. Hope someone comes and lets him out of that cage. Skull on the floor, that's a good sign.
Yeah.
Take you. Bones. Interesting, that's a really tall closet. Okay, I came from that direction.
Yeah.
Nothing in there.
Yeah.
Skullgoth Web. That is a cool name for a dungeon. Looks like we gotta go up. Up, I said. Here we go. I think I heard the faint scream of a skeleton in the distance.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that's definitely a skeleton. And an orc. No biggie, just a pile of $1,000 on the floor. Neat, neat. Make sure we're tip top.
Yeah.
That skeleton is very close. No, it's not a skeleton, it's a wraith. He's got a magic flail.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, a Daedric Daikatana. Thank you. Best weapon in the game right there. Non-artifact, at least. Big scary torture room. Should have stayed in your room. Closet, I guess. Not a very nice thing to say to someone.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting all sorts of upgrades. I think there might be a person in that room.
Yeah. Yeah.
hear that lich. Or a lich. I think that's what that sound is. Sneak up on a wraith. Take you. Little knife that I will never use. Lots of vampires in here. Whoops. Take the other fork, I guess. No treasure. That it? That's it for this area. And back down, I guess. That was a dead end. And in that little tiny room. Being in all these side rooms. Okay. Looks like this is the way to go. Take a map. The Flurcum Tombs. Okay. Let's stay up on this level for now. All sorts of people down here. Pretty weird for a palace. Two can play at that game. Yeah, go ahead. Fill up my stamina, or my magicka. There we go. Now I'll fill up my stamina. The magic I just stole from your spells, buddy.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Gross.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Looks like I beam both of these ways, but the closest to somewhere I haven't explored. Just straight back this way. Interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
Just a bit of gold. There you are. Nothing good. Oh, neat. Come on, climb up out of here. You can do it. Okay. Thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. It's nice to share an old game I love with someone else who really enjoys it. I don't know what that does. Oh, it just sends that away. Could deal with that. Sneak around. Oh, where are you? Sounds like Europe. That is interesting. force fields. Do anything about it? Nope. Okay, so that probably does something about some force fields. Oops, did I miss something over here? Okay, okay. So I've disarmed some of the force fields. Oh no. Ouch. Let's just levitate this time. Like being in that one. Alright. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Being down there. Wonder if that barrier at the bottom is still intact. It is. Kind of a switch does a guy have to pull? Well, we gotta rest. Are there enemies nearby? Ah. Another assassin, I'm betting. Yep, another assassin. figure out a way to bring that down. Regardless, we will do it next time. I am at the end of my 2-hour session. Thank you, everyone who tuned in tonight. I appreciate when you come out. I'm Jeff. I play retro games, and I have been playing 1996's Elder Scrolls II Daggerfall. You can check my schedule on my Twitch page to see when I regularly stream. Currently, I am playing a cooperative campaign of Diablo 2 on Wednesdays and Sundays. And Fridays is Daggerfall night. But occasionally you'll find me on other evenings when I feel like streaming something else. I am year-round raising money for Extra Life, which is an organization that raises money for Children's Miracle Network hospitals all over the world through gaming. In November, I have a big 24-hour gaming marathon stream that I do every year. If you can't donate to my Extra Life page, I at the very least appreciate if you come out for that and chat with me and check out what I'm doing and help keep me awake. All donations to Extra Life go straight to the hospital that the fundraiser is supporting. My local hospital is the Toronto Hospital for Sick Children. And if you donate to my campaign, you can see the info below my Twitch stream. If you donate, all of that money, unless you choose to give something to Extra Life itself, will go straight to the Hospital for Sick Kids. Anyway, once again, thank you for joining me. I hope everyone has a wonderful Friday evening, and I will check you guys out later. Hope to see you again. Thanks.